Hey, hello guys, welcome to my page, Black Lens. And today I had a question from one of my friends from back home. And the question was, how do I join the US military from abroad? I had that question from different types of people too. I decided that, you know what, instead of answering each and every person, I'm going to make a video and not just to help them understand how the process is, but to help other people out there who have similar questions or who just want to join the military in general. So now, the question is again, like I said before, how do I join the military from abroad? It's pretty simple. There is not much you can do while you are abroad or while you are out there. So I'll say the best route is to, first of all, make sure you get a green card and get it the legal way and come to the US the legal way, of course. You know, because you don't want to come here and in the illegal ways like other people do and find yourself all stranded and messed up. And then once you're in the country, go ahead and go to open up Google real quick, type in US military recruiters near me, and usually to pop up different type of recruited officers near you. Well, at this time, I'll like to think that you've already made your research about the different branches that the military has and what branch you plan on going to, because in the recruiting office usually they'll have all the different branches in one office. So you don't want to go there and don't even know what branch you want to join yet. So once you walk in there, you know, if I want to be a marine, I'm walking straight to the marines recruiting office. If it is Air Force, I'm walking straight into the Air Force office, and so forth and so on. So once you can either do a walk-in, you don't need an appointment to see a recruiter, but I will encourage that you give them a call first just to know when they are in the office or not, because usually they have other recruits that they take around for appointments and stuff, so you don't want to travel all the way there and just miss them. So give them a call just to make sure that they're around, set up an appointment, and then once you show up in the office, that begins the process. You show up in the office, and then the recruiter is going to ask you that, hey, um, why do you want to join the military? What is your goal? Why so many other things, but you chose to join the military? At this point, I'll again like to think that you already have an answer to that question. Why you want to join? If it is for the education benefits, if you want to join because maybe your family member served in a military somewhere before and you want to carry the heritage on, or you want to join because of the financial benefits, or you just want to join just because it is something bigger than you. I mean, you want to be part of something bigger than you. You don't want to be the average person out there just not doing much with your life anyways. Yeah, so once that is done, he's going to make you take an ASVAB test. So I will suggest that at least before coming in, there is this book that is really helpful, and it's called ASVAB for Dummies. ASAV, no, my bad. ASVAB, yeah. ASVAB, ASVAB for Dummies. And that is the book I used when I was first joining. And you study that book, it is nothing too complex. It's basic, very basic stuff, basic English, basic math, science, and other basic things, that geography and some other little things. He'll make you take the ASVAB test right there in his office, because usually they just have one computer where you can take the test right there. And then once you take the test and you pass the test, then now he knows that, okay, this person is a serious person who really wants to join the military. At least they came here prepared, because just look at it this way, there's a bunch of recruits that come in all the time. Some come and they can barely pass an English test. Like, how do you expect to continue the whole process? Because you would think that the military is all about being out there just like you see in the movies. Now it has a bunch of studies. some part of it is actually like going to college, of which I'll talk about way in the future. But I want to start with you guys from the beginning. So yeah, once you pass that, and also the next second thing I would like to touch on real quick is prior to coming, at least be fit. And I'm not saying that have a six pack or a ripped body or muscles coming out of your body or whatever. No, none of that. But at least be able to do some push ups, be able to do sit ups, be able to do some run because you're going to go for basic training anyways. And the goal of basic training is to build upon what you already are. So usually you see people go to basic training and they run a mile and a half in 17 or 18 minutes, and by the time they are done with basic training, usually most people will cut down to like 13 or 12 minutes or whatever because you train a lot. Because the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So yes, at least you want to have something going. So when you show up at a recruiter's office and it's like, oh, drop down and give me five, at least you're able to do it real quick, and it's not like you're gashing out with just five push-ups. No, none of that. So yeah, after you've taken the exams, um, and you've passed, it's gonna start with a bunch of documents. He's gonna want to do a background check. They're gonna try to look at, basically they're just screening your life. If you, as long as you don't have any criminal records or any misdemeanors or any form of driving violations, or as long as you have a clean slate, it should be quick and quick and quick. But if you have all these things, some of them you can get waivers for, so obviously it's not a big deal. But some of them will really keep you waiting for a long time, because if it is going to take a long time for them to clear you from the system, then it's going to take you a long time to ship out for training. Yeah, so if you have any of that, my suggestion personally is to deal with them prior to coming in. So when you come in, they look, even if it is there already, it is already taken care of. Then it's not a time waster. Yeah. Sorry, my battery went down for a minute, but yeah. And once you are done with that, the document and then the paperwork is done, they go ahead and do a medical screening just to make sure that you don't have any disease or just any medical conditions that will cause the military money in the future. You understand? Not to say that the moment you have a medical issue, they're going to kick you out. Some of them are, like I said, you can get waivers for it, but some of them too, if it is just something that is going to take a while to deal with, unfortunately, I don't think they are going to accept you in the military. But yeah, for the most part that I've seen, they've been taken. So just count yourself lucky if you don't have to deal with any of that. But yeah, so that is it. And then once you're done with your medical, they go ahead and swear you into a DEP program. So basically, it's a place, once you're done with your medical, everything is cleared. Now they know that, okay, this guy is ready to ship out. So the DEP program is the middle stage between you trying to join the military. So all that I've talked about was the first stage. The DEP program is the uh, middle stage. It is delayed entry program, I believe. I'm not too sure. I'll check on that for you guys. But yeah, the DEP program is the middle stage, and then shipping out to your training is the final stage of it. So that middle phase there is what is swaying in. So at this point, you are partially inside the military and you are partially a civilian. Reason why I say that is at this point, anything you do in this, even though you've not officially joined the military, anything you do the civilian way can be charged against you using the military system. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, so you don't want to be out there getting DUIs or drinking, or I mean, I'm not saying don't drink, but drink responsibly again. You don't want to do anything that will show up in your records, and then they'll be like, okay, well, for these reasons you cannot ship out to training, then it means all that you've done to this point has just been a waste of time. Yeah, so that will be it for joining the military. Once you are done with your DEP program and you ship out to basic training, and that is it. You'll go out and, based on the branch you're joining, go out somewhere isolated, no phones, you have no phone, no TVs, nothing, just training, focusing on training till you graduate. Yeah. And I also had this question: what am I doing while I'm in the DEP program? Well, what you're doing while you're in the DEP program is you are learning the basic custom and courtesies of being in the military. So, like, you're learning how to salute, you are learning how to do right, left flanks, you're learning how to march, you are learning the proper form of being at ease, being in attention, and yeah, you're just learning these basic things that when you ship out to basic training, it will be helpful if you already know it. And another thing that you also learn is the Airman's Creed and the Air Force song. That is if you're joining the Air Force. The other branches have their own. Basically, the Airman's Creed is just like is it's a, what is it called? It's a chant that we say as people in the Air Force to it enhances morale. It inside the state our core values, the things that the Air Force stands for. So yeah, it's just like reciting the national pledge, but in the Air Force way and words, and then you learn the Air Force song. It's what you sing sometimes when we are jogging. It builds up team spirit and whatnot. Yeah, so that is it. Those are the things you learn while you're in that program. And in my next video, I'll be talking about what it is like to be at basic training, because I want to take it one step after the other till you're fully done and you're in your first duty station. So if you like my video, feel free to give a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or anything that you'd like me to clarify, you can link it down in the comment section below. And yeah, just let me know anything that you guys want me to make a video on, or to elaborate, or to talk about, or anything. And if you just like the whole channel, don't forget to subscribe down there so that you can be the first to get notifications anytime I post a new video. Thank you guys for your time, and just enjoying my page as a whole.